versus Orc Horde detachment. We have rolled and got the Dawn of War deployment and Purge the Alien. Currently the Orks have first turn, and on their side is a squad of 10 Gretchen with their runt herder, 15 boys with a knob with boss pole and power claw. Across to the middle we have 19 shooter boys with another knob with boss pole and power claw. And then we have another mob of 15 boys with the same knob again. No extra boys in these, just as they are. We have a truck in which there is a squad of 5 knobs with 4 claws, a combi burner and a pain boy. Leading the army is Grukk Face-Rippa, who has his warlord trait of rerolling 1 failed armor save per turn. Finally, in reserve will be a detachment with 3 twin-linked super shooters.
Then on the Eldar side, we have 2 Warwalker squadrons, both with the same weapons, 1 star cannon and 1 scatter laser. Moving across to the Guardians with their weapon platform, just about claiming the cover. Holding middle line is a Wraith Knight, with its 2 scatter lasers, 1 stun cannon and its scatter shield. Then holding the left flank is a squad of 10 Dire Avengers with their Exarch and Fast Heal, which has got a split fire for its warlord trait, its psychic powers for today, a Mind War, Fortune, Doom and its Primaris of Guide.
So, Orc turn 1 was very quick. Everybody moved and ran as far as they could go across the board, with the Orc boys here making particularly good progress. The truck moved flat out to get its cargo right into the faces of the Eldar. And so, on we go to Eldar, turn 1.
So end of turn 1 Eldar. I'll rush forward with everything. Psychic phase, my Farseer tried to fortune the Dire Avengers and completely failed, but did manage to get guide off of them, and Orcs failed the Deny the Witch, because they're Orcs. My Wraith Knight, it flew up to these Orcs in front, pummeled them with shots and killed the majority of them. And these Guardians moved and ran into the cover and killed a couple more. This Warwalker here shot all the way across the battlefield into these 2 Orcs. Into these Orcs and only killed 2 of them. Rubbish. And this one thought it would have a go at picking off some Gretchen. Fired, but the Gretchen ducking too much and saved 2 of them.
Orc turn 2 recap. The detachment failed to come in, but everything else moved up. The truck disgorged its knobs, who proceeded to lay into the Wraith Knight, which, as you can now see, is gone, though at heavy cost to the Orcs, losing 4 of the knobs in the process. Elsewhere, the shooter boys opened up on the Dire Avengers and killed the majority of them. However, they passed their leadership on a double 1. The Gretchen and Orc boys over on the left flank killed a pair of Guardians who did not need to make a leadership test. In the rest of the assault phase, the boys on the right flank failed to get into the Dire Avengers, though suffered no casualties in the Overwatch. Unlike the other squad of boys, who lost a pair of their number and then failed to get in. The Wraith Knight was destroyed by Grukk Face-Rippa, who did a total of 4 wounds to the mighty creature, ripping off its face.
End of Eldar turn 2. It was an average turn for our Eldar. The first movement was just Warwalkers coming in from the side, trying to outflank, which didn't work. And then Guardians came out of cover, the Farseer using its psychic phase to best ability, guiding my... tried to guide my... and completely failed. And then it managed to doom what was the Knob Squad, which helped my Warwalkers, both squadrons and my Guardians, to fire into them and completely kill them, which was good. Then over here, which did not go as well, was I shot all of my rest of my Dire Avengers and my Farseer into the Chopper Boys and took out 3. Now I charged them, which did not go to plan. So now my Farseer is running away on 1 wound. I failed every single save without killing anything. That was the end of turn 2. This is what's happened on the board. Everything's definitely now within like 4 or 5 inches of everything. Warwalkers are closing in, and a lot less of Orks on the left flank, but still massive 2 mobs of them here. End of turn 2, beginning of Ork turn 3.
So, end of Orks turn 3. The Dakajet still has not arrived. However, rejoice for the Orks. There is not much of the Eldar left. Just these 2 Warwalkers, which will probably do a lot of damage before they go. In other news, the big shooter on the truck took out the fleeing Farseer to slay the Warlord. And between the Gretchen shooting down some, the Shooter Boys killing more, and then the charge of the Chopper Boys, the Guardians have been wiped out. And so, after a mopping up round from the Orks, it's time for Eldar, turn 3.
After a quick Eldar turn, the Warwalkers retreated to a safer distance, so they're further away, and the right squadron came and shot the last 3 of these away, completely blowing them apart. Then the one on the right came and tried to blow up the tank, completely missed its scatter laser, but it made it snap fire and only got 1 hull point left from its star cannon. End of turn 3. Pretty much Orks have won this one. Oh well.
End of Orks turn 4. The Dakajet finally arrived, and after calling a wag, it blew up one of the Warwalkers. The rest of the Ork boys moved up to close in on the final one, and the truck moved down to grab a line breaker. Time for the Eldar's last stand for Eldar turn 4.
End of Eldar turn 4. The Warwalkers run right on the edge of the board, shot full pelt into the shooter boys, and killed 6 of them, and that's the end of Eldar turn. Hopefully I'm going to survive until turn 5. This is Orks turn 5.
So, that's the game. The Eldar have been wiped off. The Orks turn, the Dakajet moved up, but was unneeded as a single shot from the truck gained revenge and exploded the final Warwalker. The Orks have beaten the Eldar, and so yeah, good game, and see you in the next one.